T.J. Sanders. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Fields. Got an open man. It's Pickens. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson into the pocket. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Comm. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down the 15-yard line. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Allen going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Here we go. All right.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Angel. Here we go. All right.
Here's Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Matthew Golden from 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for Bills. First down.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bills first down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. To Boyd here over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield that can hurt your defense.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Davis is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Allen going to run with it, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Now Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Hey, never mind, Monday. Here we go, son. Green 19, got that. Out. You got a mini base. Right.
From his own end zone, Fields. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And got his man complete. A huge play there for the Jets. 49 yards.
Let's
there's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken, move it. Right.
From the 50, here's Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31. Bills 14.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Buffalo.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Ken.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Extend. Here we go. Go.
Here's Fields. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
That 8-yard line.
Now Allen again. Toward the pylon, caught. And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. In motion, the tight end. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And it's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Austin, 65 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ball again on second down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes your process get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go, son. Green 19, get that.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and they will try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They run the counter with Comm. And fights through one man. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Austin with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen to history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Here we go. Hey,
Now Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A give running right is home.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Here's 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Ball again. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense.
There he goes, right side. And he zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics.
11. Tonight.
Here's a give to Hall. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Go.
Off play action, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
And this is incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Easy.
Back to throw, Fields.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one is right down the middle.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is great. The second part is they looked at where the problems were in the first half, figured out how to shore them up, and have now gone to that part of the playbook that is actually working for them. A few adjustments, a few changes, and really good execution.
Now we'll see if that trend can continue.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matthew Golden. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Calvin Austin, a dynamo since the break, 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. An extra point forthcoming. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Jets.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 151 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, son. Hey, motion. 19 windy. Here we go.
Play action. It's Fields. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A handoff for Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To throw is Fields. That's taken in by Golden. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Matthew Golden. 38 yards. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a two-score game and a solid lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Allen going to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Quez Watkins, 43 yards. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Here we go. All right.
Here's Hall. Room here to run. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, 179 yards. Rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
37-yard line.
58, move here, Zach. All right.
On first down, right back to Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Here we go. All right.
Now a first carry for the fullback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Go.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Easy. Extend. Right.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Jets triumph, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Calvin Austin halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
56. Jets 51.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 319. You got a mini.
Here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
EQ.
They'll go again with Hall. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Take it. Hey, right.
Straight ahead is Hall. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd down.
Test. Bunch right.
Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Green 19, go.
Here's Fields. He wants it all for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Adnan Mitchell, 38 yards. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Flag for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They start the drive with Comm. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. To throw is Allen. Finding Watkins. He's across midfield. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. And down to the 29-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker, to hit all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing, Allen. This taken in by Kincaid.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Comm. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bills, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. You ever seen?